Hey everybody, and welcome back to more Let's Play Xenosaga Episode 1. So since last time, I did some grinding in the ship, and also went back to find some of the items I passed up or wasn't able to get. You can use the vaporizer plugin to blow up a bunch of different items found around the ship. And in so doing, you can find a biosphere, a medkit S, an ether pack S, a stim, and 2 revives. And I also forgot to blow up some stuff in the eggs hangar, and you can find 2 frame repair A's, 2 frame repair Z's, and an escape pack in that area. So lots of items you can find by going back around, and plus, if you grind and level up, I leveled up my characters to level 10. It's gonna make this next boss fight a lot easier. Now you're not gonna get any gold out of it. Or any money, but you are going to be able to increase your level pretty quickly, as well as get several of the extra points. And speaking of which, I'm going to show you exactly how to use those now. First, we're going to cover the ether points. Let's go ahead and use the E points on Xion. Now, you use E points to evolve or learn new ether spells. So as you can see right now, all we have is Medica, but for 40 E points we can evolve it, and we can learn these 2 other skills: Analyze, which we're going to go ahead and purchase right now, and Goodbye, which allows you to escape quicker. Now, before we get Goodbye, I want to evolve Analyze in order to get Medica All, which is a stronger version of Medica. And finally, evolve Goodbye. As you can see, the more ether you unlock, the more ether is available for you to purchase. Now, the second part of this doesn't use E points, but in order to use your ether spells, you have to equip them. If you look at the top there, you'll see weight 0, 1 out of 12. So you can spend up to 12 points, or set up to a total of 12 points worth of spells. But we've got more than enough here to set those, so that's no problem yet. And let's go ahead and do the same for Kos-mos. Evolve her mode A7. As you see, we have nowhere near enough points for her next one in that line, so we're going to go ahead and do down force as well. And again, we have nowhere near enough for these, so we're pretty much done. And of course, don't forget to set these 2 spells, and these spells are just debuffers for the enemies. Lowers their defense, lowers their attack. Pretty standard. Virgil does not have any ether, so we don't need to worry about evolving it. Now let's take a look at the tech attacks. Tech points are used in a slightly different way. Let's go ahead and take a look at spell rate. You can see we've got 3 different areas that can be improved upon and upgraded. Let's talk about speed first. Now, if you upgrade the speed, you can set that attack so that you don't have to wait until you have 6 AP. You can do that tech attack with only 4 AP, which means you can do a tech attack every single turn. So definitely do that. I'm gonna go ahead. Actually, I'm just gonna focus on spell ray real quick. I'm gonna upgrade the attack as far as it'll go. So obviously, I'm gonna be using spell ray quite a bit. If you upgrade the tech portion as I just did, it's going to make it a stronger attack. If you upgrade the weight area, it's going to make it so your turn comes up quicker after you use the tech attack. Because usually if you use the tech attack, it's going to take a while before your turn comes back up, because you have to rest. Now we're going to set spell ray here on the set list high area, so that all you need to do is press a triangle and then you can use spell ray. We're going to do the same thing for Kos-mos' arm cannon. Now the reason why I'm just focusing on their long range attacks is because for the next boss fight it's going to be very important to do so. I'm gonna go ahead and wait on our blade, even though I can upgrade the tech and weight areas. I want to make sure I do speed first. Okay, and again we're going to set our cannon, and that's how you use T points. Now we're not going to be able to use skill points just yet, but basically it involves your accessories. Certain accessories will give you certain bonuses. You can use your spell points to extract those bonuses from the accessory and equip it as a sub skill, so you don't have to have that piece of equipment on anymore. You have that effect already. Now in my explorations I found the segment code for this, the decoder, so let's go ahead and use it, and we're going to find a lightning coat. Go ahead and equip that on Xion. If I remember how to do this. Yeah. Equip it in place of the protector. The protector raises your physical defense by 2, but the lightning coat raises your physical defense by 2 and reduces lightning type damage by 20%. So you're basically getting the same amount of defense and an extra effect on top of it. So definitely do that. And now we're all set for the next couple of fights. This just one small area left before the end game. Now these enemies right here, they're called gremlins. They're actually pretty dangerous opponents. You're only able to hit them with long distance attacks. Short range attacks do not work. But if you do hit them with any ether based attacks, they're going to go into this rage mode and just really annihilate your party. So the best way to handle them is to put Xion into her eggs unit and have her deal with them that way. Have kos-mos attack with her ether based attack, because she just destroys any Gnosis, and she could take them out in one hit, or not one hit, but in one turn. They don't have a whole lot of experience, but they have enough where Xion and Virgil just can't do anything against them. But otherwise, I would just avoid them. There's no need to fight. Oh gosh, and there's a golem. Let's go ahead and fight this guy. And that's another reason why you want to make sure you look at your radar so you don't get surprised like I just did. I don't know what that means. I don't think it really makes all that much difference, the compression organ thing. If you know what it does, feel free to make a comment, but from what I've noticed, it doesn't make a whole lot of difference. But for these golems, I would focus on one at a time. Because the longer they stick around, the more damage they're going to do to you. Again, I don't know what that means. As you can see, their attacks aren't doing a whole lot of damage to me right now, which is why it's good to take the opportunity to level up right at this point. And there it goes. You have been defeated. No, you really don't need to be clean, Kos-mos. Jeez. And you will notice that there are a lot of canisters that you can use. Go ahead and take advantage of it. I'm trying to avoid as many fights as I can. But it wouldn't be such a bad idea to do them. Although these guys, not very strong at all. you could take them out with a couple ether-based attacks, and they go down hard. No problems, as you can see. Just basically going through them like a hot knife through butter. You, sir, are dead. Alright, so there's one more enemy to deal with before we go to the next area, but I'm gonna call it right here because we're running out of time. So next time on Xenosaga Episode 1, we'll fight this creature and take on the final boss of this area. See you then.